sure there was a flame strike. He didn't save
Mm-hmm.
because I was too busy with that perception check that you get that finally was seen by Verdar. It looks like. Well, okay, and it looks like. Yeah, I went on my turn, tried to do a dismissal. None of these guys went through. Okay, so the light. This was a wall of light, but it's a wall of shadow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if they walk through it, what's the damage? It's 48 necrotic.
Yeah.
So if it ends its turn there. Let's see. If the wall appears in its area, okay. But I can run through it and take the damage, correct?
Yeah, you will take the damage, but you can run through it.
Okay, but I have to make. Oh, and if I fail, I'm also blinded. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Shit. All right.
So, wall of light normally blinds people, but I'm thinking with this one, where you can just rule it as it saps the light out of your eyes.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same spell. Okay, so shit. All right, I'm gonna move a few that do need to burst through. So first one first. Arm of Vecna. What is your save?
That is. One second. Because it's modified by the thing, it's 20.
Fuck. Okay. So, oh, it's a con save. Okay, hold on. Not a deck save. That actually helps me. No, it doesn't. It still doesn't help me because it didn't make it a 19.
Can you guys see my aura by chance?
Yep.
I cannot.
I cannot.
Oh, I can, but I'm DM, I think.
Right. Yeah.
I
know.
Hold on. Let me see. Aura 1. Can you see? Can everybody see it now?
Yes.
All right. I just have to do a checky box.
That's so weird. I don't get that option.
Oh, yeah, it's weird. Even though like you control your character, I want you to show.
Yeah, so
aura.
I can tell how big the aura is, and if I want it to be a square, but I can't make it visible to anyone else besides you.
Yeah, I guess I have to set the player permissions. So I set it to see. I guess you can edit it, but you can't see it. But now everybody can see it. All right. Were you able to see it too, or not yet?
Even no, I could see it.
I can see it now too.
Okay, cool. All right. So roll the 4d8, and I am fucking blinded. Where's
Oh, that should have been rolled as Revy, but yeah, that's 20.
I'm just gonna use the eyeball. I don't know what that means. That looks like Neverwinter Nights. If y'all remember the game.
Heck yeah, Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah. Except that one just has one teardrop.
This though. Okay.
Just running straight through. Defend me. This one, they don't have con. Fucking goddamn it. Alright.
Ignore that. If I rolled. Oh, I didn't roll.
Oh,
okay.
No, it was me. So it's another 20. And he's blinded. Well done.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Where's the eyeball? Eyeballs.
So they're blinded for 1 minute, but they can make a save on each of their turns.
Yeah. But just not this turn because I'm doing the initial.
Yeah.
A minute sounds ridiculously. Oh wait, they can save. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a lot of that stuff. So, I'm putting here because they're running speed, but they still can't see you. God damn it!
I hear him this way, and he just runs right past you.
Yes.
So
Now-
another 20.
Would be a perfect use of thaumaturgy right there.
And I had already gone as the thief because I went on. No, I didn't. Yeah, because that was Serenity's last turn. But I can't. I block line of sight. I know what I'm gonna do. Fools, stupid fools.
Unintelligent, stupid buffoons.
What's going on? Oh, who do we lose?
Rhythm.
Oh, okay. We didn't need you anyway.
Yeah, if it's paused for too long, it gives up.
Can't see y'all anyway. Alright, that's my turn. Baylor, it is your turn, and I'm gonna get rid of that fire, that flame strike.
Okay. Does this guy need the eye symbol as well for blinded?
Oh yeah, he does. Thank you. Thought I hit it.
Okay. I am going to cast. Let me find the spell. I know which one it is, but I forgot the name.
You don't have all your spells memorized. That you, what kind of cleric wizard are you?
Spirit Guardians, and I'll cast it as a. I think it's normally a 3rd level spell. Yes, I'm gonna cast it as a 5th level spell. So that gives it Here, let me just do this. Because I can up it there. Boom.
okay.
Well,
You need 15-foot burst, so let me give you a thing. Spell. I might spend $5 more and buy some other spell effects or templates. Anyway.
I'm sure you could pay someone $5 to make you like 100.
No, that's how much I paid for all of these crazy ones I have here, like the pits, the pit rocks, and the fireball looking thing. I actually paid that $4.99 for that. Best purchase ever.
all right. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw or take 5d8 radiant damage.
So it's like that, but it's a sphere. I mean, not a sphere, all squares.
Is it something you physically control?
It's my aura.
Oh, well, but just put it on as an aura.
Oh, okay. I thought you drop it off somewhere, I thought. But let's see. Square. And it's 15, you said. According to the spell, correct?
Yes. 15 feet away. And here's a link to it. So spirits start floating around me, up to 15 feet away.
Not the tactical crowbar.
Oh, that's that one crazy spell
Yeah,
that just does damage to
it's
anything
one-
that enters it.
Yeah.
I think it's my favorite cleric spell. to be
Who do you
honest.
choose to be unaffected?
I'll do Eli and the party.
Okay. So, fuck. Do the, let's see.
So-
Enters the area for the first time, or its turn starts there. So, fuck. They do it right now, then, for entering the area.
Technically,
Yeah.
they've entered it.
Oh, no. Okay,
So-
roll, your 3d8 is how much?
I cast it as a 5th level spell, so it's 5d8.
5d8. Did you only get 12 out of that?
I did. I rolled.
That sucks.
I rolled 3 1s.
That's
Th- 3 1s, a 3, and a 6.
Wisdom saves.
Like, this is like the bottom, like, 10% I think I could have rolled.
No, you said DC 20.
That was for Revy. Baylor is DC 17.
17. Okay, so one makes it, the other one doesn't. So 6.
And they still take damage, they only take half.
Yeah.
And they're all slowed even if they pass.
20. 32. Shit. Your boss man's. 5.
corridors and small spaces, man. They're deadly in D&D. But equally as deadly for the party too.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't think I have
Make
any
it.
bonus actions.
And, oh, I forgot him. Nope. And I could have tried to stop that, but I can't see it. Fools, support me. Serenity, it is you. Well, what did Rebby do? She do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna have this guy. I'm gonna have Andor. Not run through Eli's square because he's kind of freaking out right now. Is there enough space between Baylor and these barrels to come over
Yes,
here?
to go right there, exactly, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, he's gonna come over here to swipe at this guy.
Alright.
So he'll just use 2 moves. And then Revy is going to
Did Andor get an upgraded token?
I don't know.
No, we ended up using that one just because the other one of Andor is the trucker.
I love that one.
His picture is still the trucker, I believe, though.
Okay.
She's just going to cast Eldritch Blast on that one. So let me go ahead and pull it out.
See if it'll let me pull it out. It won't let me pull it out. Lol, there it is. Because it put in my chauffeur. It took y'all like a couple weeks to notice that too. Oof. 21 to hit who?
This guy down here.
No, that totally hits.
And she's
Well,
going to
I mean,
send...
Pretty close to hitting.
Yeah. I guess that'd be Revy. And then she has 3 beams now?
Yep.
Alright.
14.
So yeah, those are her 3 beams all going for the same guy down there.
14. 75. Jesus Christ. Alright. This guy is at 5 hit points left. After he's getting completely assaulted. Oh! Blinded and struck by 3 beams of force.
Oh shit, I forgot. Everyone has advantage.
Against the blind, yeah. Any attacks have advantage.
I'm gonna roll 3 more just to see if any of them crit. If they
Oh
do,
yeah, roll to crit.
damage. If not, then don't ignore these 3 if there's no crits.
Oh.
Just enough.
So an extra 6 damage, we'll say, because added on that second roll for it.
You don't have the push, correct?
No.
Well, I'm still gonna say he is like completely thrown back through the wall.
Into the void.
Just like half into the void, half. So everybody, like you hear like a shriek, like a somewhat effeminate male shriek from the other side of this darkness.
Yes.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Go Serenity.
All right, so if you were to look at Serenity right now, she actually looks more calm than she was like a minute ago, because a minute ago it was like this weird, like, we're being mean but we're not being mean, and it's kind of going over her head, but she feels wrong, like, why are we being trying to be nice to someone who's being mean to us? But now that we're like blowing stuff up, she's like, oh, okay, now I get it, bad, he's a bad person. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast Wall of Fire in a circle right directly over this guy. Two, three. I think it's this size. Oh wait, no, that's a bit. That's wrong. That way. There we go. That's not Alt. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
So like there. Oh, a ring of fire, like, and some of it hits him.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with is that this blocks all line of sight, so that's the only issue here.
Well, I'm doing it on that guy,
Okay.
and that's not a circle.
And the wall of fire, would it be it's a ringed wall 20 feet in diameter?
About that size. And I'm facing it inwards, so yeah.
See, all right, that works.
It's a lot of fire you got there.
A lot of fire. So everything in there takes 66 fire damage.
Which is 22. Yeah.
Yeah, so these two guys would take the damage immediately because
Isn't it d8s?
yeah, 68. Yeah, 68.
Yeah, you got. It says rolling 68 on there. You're good. And these are dex saves. So these are all.
Let's hope they're not very dexy.
17. Top guy makes
My
it.
spell DC is 17.
Yep. So he makes it. This one. Well, yeah, because it's technically going to be touching him too. Just doesn't look like it, but yeah. So he takes only half of that. 11.
11 Bernies. Bernie Sanders. I'm gonna make an enchanter.
Dang.
No, I'm gonna
Called
make an
Bernie.
evoker called Bernie Sanders.
Beautiful.
Corridors, man.
and
So he takes full.
and Serenity, like when she casts it, she says, "Go away," and like she just like looks away, like, "Go away! I don't want you over around here."
For Dar, it is your turn. You just saw like wall flames and other shit erupt through. Just everyone.
Okay. It's a lot of fire you got there. Well, I guess.
You could probably go here and still hit this guy. Probably can't see him, but
Hold on, let me check my stuff because this is a little tight.
It's level 5 spell.
Okay.
a level 4th level spell.
Oh, and I'm gonna say I moved behind this barrel.
Okay.
Oh,
Got half cover. Eek.
are there any are these undead besides the main guy? Or are they all people?
No, they're all alive.
Okay.
As far as you know.
Yeah, so far as we know, the only two undead here are me and Andor.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and Revi.
Revi, kinda.
Yeah, Revi too. But she's beautiful undead.
This guy was just like, wow.
Okay,
Just
well,
immediate.
in that case, is this what kind of action is this? It doesn't say.
What are you trying to do?
What action is this?
What action is what?
I put it in the thing.
I think it's bonus. Let me see.
As an action. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just a normal action because this is as an action. You.
Oh, as an action, yeah.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
you'd
I
be doing that
for some
instead.
reason didn't see that. Okay.
Well, if you wanted to do something else, but now you know it's an action. Actually, go yeah.
I sense divinely.
The magical darkness, does that stop dark vision as well?
I believe.
I think magical darkness beats dark vision.
Yeah, it beats regular darkness always.
All right, cool. Just yeah, I could try that. Okay, so I'm gonna go to
You can cast some darkness.
No, I'm gonna do one other thing. I can see through the wall of fire, right?
I believe.
I don't know if it's transparent or anything.
It does. It's opaque. You cannot see through it.
Wow. Okay.
But, I mean, you could see the two on fire, but not the guy in the center.
All right. Dang, I was kind of hoping to get him, but
he
okay.
can probably hear the screaming. The screaming might help.
Yes.
Also, I don't know if this matters. While the wall of shadow itself, the wall is like mystical darkness that you can't see through it. It emits normal dark out to 120 feet, and then dim light for another 120 feet out of that. As it like sucks the light out of shit.
So there's a weird dichotomy of like the fire is that I made is very bright, but it's like being sucked in by the darkness.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So it gives a low light area. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Dang, I have touched them. That's annoying. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna actually. I don't really have anything that I can use immediately like I want. So I am going to. Where is it? Well, it's actually okay. I'm gonna move up behind. Yeah, I'm gonna move up behind Baylor. And then I'm gonna have the. No, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna move and just wait on my reaction. I'm gonna move the Iernes up, and then she's gonna fire arrows into freaking what's his face, because she can see him at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
He is not blind.
Nope.
Why does it always do that? All right. Poison arrows.
She smiles as she pulls them. That hits.
Heck yeah.
Ugh. That's his fault for being still living. That one also hits. Hold on. 62 plus 9 plus 11.
And then one more arrow. That one misses.
That one doesn't hit.
All right, 2 for 3 is pretty good.
Okay. She smiles as she sinks in 2 of the arrows, the third one like slipping past him and going into the darkness, but she's still satisfied. Shit. Andor is gonna get a free attack as he is going to retreat. Oh wait, whoops. That's incorrect. He doesn't have that many hit points.
But a free attack.
Yeah,
All right.
that's correct.
Pretty sure Andor's is in here. I just forgot to pull it up. Let me find it real fast. Yeah, there it is.
I took a shit ton of damage this turn.
And normal, not advantage.
Oh my god, right on the fucking spot.
Nice. And I should have changed that to be Andor, but whatever. You got the gist.
Oh my god, equals 10 or half the damage you take. I make separate saving throw for each source of damage.
What?
Oh, well, that's not a concentration check, so that's good. Like, to see if I maintained concentration, so I can still cast this.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Oh, did the chauffeur hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking nailed him.
Don't forget my +5 melee damage.
Oh,
yeah.
motherfucker.
So, forgot about that, yeah. So 12 damage total.
Or wait.
Because he hates things.
Do I not have bugs? Fuck it, stone spikes it will be. I'll make sure I got this right. Oh, a little more. Buzz, buzz, motherfuckers.
What?
Yeah.
Buzz buzz.
Insect plague.
Oh shit.
Taking out, like, out of my, like, desperately taking out a few grains of sugar, kernels of grain, a smear of fat out of his component pouch. He smears. He throws all mixes in his hand, throws all 3 on the ground, stomps on it. After he takes off his boot off of that mixture, swarming locusts fill like the hallway in front of you, even spreading around the corners or inside the. They're inside the barrels. They're chewing in the barrels and whatnot. And all of this is difficult terrain. Give me a Constitution save of DC 19.
That's everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone in the circle, or take this much damage. Okay. Take half, but it's still difficult terrain.
So, and it's piercing damage technically. So
Yeah, technically.
Oh, it's
Alright.
piercing damage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
locusts.
Would I take half damage since I have my my thing set to
To piercing.
piercing?
Shit. So you
Would I take
you
half
take
damage
half
on
of the
half
half.
damage? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and that's plus what's it? 5 is your charisma.
Oh yeah, if you're within his thing. Let me put his back.
I want to say his thing is plus 5 to my save, so that's a 20.
Everybody but except Serenity.
Yeah. And then I'll roll Andor's save.
34 divided by 2 is 17 divided by 2 again. Let's just say round down to 8. Serenity, you only take 8 damage since you made the save anyway.
All right.
Oh, I'm feeling much better. Those that save take 17. Well, Andor's actually right outside of it because it says it's a sphere. So
Oh,
he's good.
right. Cool.
Yeah. I had to place it.
You hear Serenity go like squee, like bugs. Oh my god! Ooh.
Oh my god, you. All
And-
right, so and then you said that was 34 damage, 17 for half.
Yeah. DC 19 is 17 is half. So I'm gonna need Verdar to also make a save, and I'll roll the ear knees, I guess. Or ear knees makes a save. It looks like. Hooray! Oh, these stupid things! There are a lot of bugs here. Serenity.
Is this a magical attack?
It is a spell, and it's piercing.
Yeah, I just didn't know if the attack was magical. If it's magical, then she would take just the normal half piercing from the save. But if it was classified as a non-magical attack, then she'd get half again.
Oh.
So I just didn't know.
Yeah, 17. Yeah, spell effect.
What? I think it's a spell.
Yeah, it is. So
Yeah.
So she'll just take the normal half for making the save then.
Who,
Half
me?
damage.
Oh
no,
yeah.
Aaronese. And then I'm gonna make one.
And so we have
Oh my
to
gosh.
move out of the area because if we end our turn in here, we also roll again.
Yuck.
Difficult terrain. So she takes the 34, or did you already have her make? She made a con save earlier.
Yeah, Aaronese made a con save.
Okay. There's
So she just takes half of the.
17. What was your save?
Mine was 10.
10. Oh no. Okay. It just still says ear knees for some
Well,
reason.
technically it's 15 because of my aura, but that's it.
You still ain't. So you take 34. There's just bugs everywhere. They're just getting. They got in through the kinks in your armor on
I
crawling
hate
up
insects. They're the worst.
I don't mind insects. Like I'm just sitting here with them crawling all over me as I'm.
Yeah, but you're undead. You don't like feel it.
I'm just like eyeballing him through the insect plague.
Serenity, make you make DC 10 save through concentrate.
Oh, right. DC 10 save. Con save?
Yeah.
But by the way, I went ahead and took the half damage since it does specifically say magical weapons or whatever don't
Oh, okay.
pierces the resistance.
So, all right. So 1d20, and I have to roll something. Okay, I do.
Oh no.
Ball of fire disappears.
Why?
Counter spells. Oh, how's Eli after that?
Eli took it. Actually, no. Hold on. Let me roll for Eli. It's con. He had a good con. He's made it after because of your aura too. I take it.
Yeah, he is an ally and he's just within it, so. Difficult terrain
Baylor.
is double
Yeah.
weapon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he can only get to here. That's what he'll do. Insects just completely devour this fucking guy. 4-finger Vecna. I'm having more of them.
So that such a rude spell. Like just it's just mean, man. Just bugs? Like bugs? Yeah.
Yes. The disembodied voice carried by Eli continues to like speak forth as Eli like with difficulty walks through the terrain. Lol. No, he walks through the insects like swatting them and just covering his eyes as these two, because they're going simultaneous. These two are gonna try and hit him with a disadvantage. One hits him somehow with flailing. Ah. But Eli takes it. And those of you that are able to see through the insects a little bit see Eli like bring up his arm, and he gets his forearm slash, and then he takes his sword and wipes the flat of it along his wound, and the sword you can think you hear even through all the buzzing like a slurping sound that is very troubling.
Huh.
Beautiful. I mean, very. I'm very concerned, but at the same time, I can't help but admire
Well,
it.
It's not like you're right in front of your like mortal enemy or anything, you know. Effectively.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing will murder you, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely, it will.
You hear, "What is this? Why is this happening here?" Kind of in a slightly effeminate voice.
Can they even see anymore since the fire's gone?
No, it's just darkness. A couple of them still can, but the guards are in disarray. Baylor, it is your turn. You're in the bugs.
I am going to move out of the bugs to here.
All right, sweet. So you don't have to do it again because you're out of the thing.
Yeah. Oh, can you real quick roll damage for these three for my spirit guardians? I forgot about that.
Oh yes. Your concentration also, right?
Yeah.
Give me DC. How much did you take?
17.
17. That 10 is more
Okay.
because half of that is less.
Fuck.
Oh. Okay. So
Ouch.
So they started their turn, so it would have still been up before, but now I lost
Yeah.
concentration when he cast the spell.
because right as you were needing to move your fingers
Wait,
in the way.
he's in the aura of hate. Would he get the +4 or whatever to that?
Oh, because it's a save, right? Then you get to +5. You make it with an 11.
Oh yes.
Okay, so apparently what happened is you were about to lose concentration on the spell as some locusts got in between, like the wrist bones, like little bits of them in the hand, but you just like wriggle them out and crush them, and like a couple of them fall like headless, and their bodies slip out, and you maintain concentration on the spells. What was
Awesome.
it? 3d8.
5d8.
5d8.
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
channel your anger.
15.
Yeah. So, and that applies to all of them. They just have to pass a DC 18,
Okay.
or they take half as much. if they
And what
pass.
kind of save was it?
Constitution, Constitution, I think. Wisdom. Sorry.
Wisdom. Oh, okay. Well, that one matters for only one of them. Actually, he was an 8. I rolled that wrong. So he still takes it.
This battle would look so awesome animated.
Oh,
Just
I
like,
know.
just like, boom, darkness sucking, sucky wall. Boom, fire. Boom, insects. Boom, no more firewall.
The ones that can see in darkness, now that my aura is covering the same field as the shadow wall, do they see like random spirit faces like screaming out of the void of the wall for seconds before diving back in?
Yeah. Well, this guy, yeah, and this guy, like, they could the Duke for a moment saw like half of a body like stick out and continue to be consumed until like it goes dark for him because he's just a human male.
Yeah, so when the fire goes away, he lost sight.
So I take 15. 30. It's just 30. So he saves.
So yeah,
So
15 for the two who failed, and then
By
what
the
would it be?
way, by the
8
way,
or 7 for whoever passed.
if Baylor has an aura on, we can't see it.
yeah. Okay, there's a wall there.
I'm gonna change the color.
Okay.
There we go.
Serenity, it is.
Hold on.
Yeah, you got a couple more.
All right. So Andor is gonna attack the guy up here with
an
2
advantage.
strikes. Yep. With advantage, and he gets 2 strikes.
That hits. Right on the freaking nose. Both of them. That's that 15?
Yep.
Alright.
No, he's actually in the aura, so plus
Yeah,
10.
don't forget that.
Jeez. So.
That thing is busted.
And so yeah, he took 25 total from that. Me, Baylor, I'm actually gonna wield Frostmourne and take a slash at my mentor.
Go ahead.
Hit him.
And
Oh.
I am going to also do my where is it? That's not exactly worded properly.
It was extra damage based on your level?
Yeah. Let me see. 29 damage. Because let me see the exact calculation, because my character sheet just told me 29 damage. It is 5 plus twice my character level.
Oh shit, okay.
So we're 12, so 24 plus 5, 29. Yeah. So I hit him for 15 plus 29 plus 5.
Yep. Allies. Alright. Baylor.
If he's still... Okay, sorry,
Oh no, hold on. So for a few moments, you remember a bit of your tutelage. Him slapping things out of your hands or grabbing the back of your hair and telling you that you're doing something wrong. Do it again. But now here you are, what looks like to be towering over him as you drew your sword that you had specially crafted just for you with the help of your allies from your past, one of which was Eli.
Mm-hmm.
And it crackles, and you shove it into him.
Oh, yes.
You have chosen your allies. Well, I see. Something I couldn't teach you. He grips the sword to try, and he momentarily, by sheer force of will, is able to like step back and slowly start to pull it out of him. But at this moment, you cast your divine strike, and the sword erupts in shards of glassy ice, turning into barbs and shoving further up into his body.
Oh, yes.
Not just through. Eli turns to like look over his shoulder, and you can hear that disembodied voice like, "No, he was for me to taste. No matter, I'll have the better one." And then Eli, using that sword one-handed, tries to control it with the other one, while these are like swinging at him blindly. All right. What other actions do you have for your companions there? You have Andor that struck, and you still have Revi.
So is he technically still alive?
Yes.
But he's knocked down?
Yep.
Okay. I'll leave him like that for now. While my character and him are having like a moment here, Revi's gonna shoot at this guy with three shots.
The bugs around every one of you seem to go transparent. Some of them still buzzing around. Some of them look like they're lost life and fall to the ground. So about half of the locusts that were swarming the area are lying there dead, while the other half appear to have disappeared. But all around you and on the barrels are locusts that have fallen and are twitching dead. Some of them like in your hair, Serenity. Some of them like on your helmet, Verdar, and on the Iranes. Let's see, the 16 doesn't hit, but the others do. On which one again?
That guy.
Oh, okay, wait, no, yeah, the 16 doesn't hit. So another 20.
And then as he was speaking to me and I heard that yell behind me, I'm just staring at him with my sword in his gut as the ice crackles up and shoots sharding into him. And I just say, I was your best student. But you just had to keep on pushing, didn't you?
I guess you just push him off with your boot, and he lies there bleeding. On my turn, I will try death saves.
That that was a total Obi-Wan Darth Vader moment. Only,
Ser-
both sides are Darth Vader.
Serenity in your hair. You feel like some like death twitches of locusts, but it is your turn.
Uh, that's very concerning. Serenity doesn't like that, so she's like she'll take however long it takes to get those out. That's her first priority right now. Like her
get,
first.
get out of my hair!
But but if she still has time to do anything after that, um, should if I climbed onto this barrel, would I see over these barrels?
Yes,
Then I would climb up here and shoot an Eldritch Blast at this guy.
do it. He doesn't
Okay.
have cover since you're doing.
You
What's on?
and
Oh, okay.
let's unload. Boom.
Oh.
First one is takes him down. Do you want to continue to fire the other ones
Uh,
on him?
why not?
Well, wait, no, with the 15 and the 13 miss actually. But I mean, if you want to shoot someone else, so that crit is enough to blast them back a little.
All right.
If you want to target a different one,
You
Uh,
also have advantage.
oh, do
yeah.
I?
Mhm.
Then
On the
uh,
blind one.
I'll go ahead and like wait. They don't do Eldritch Blast travel in a straight line?
They they do like so you'd have to shoot like pew and then pew.
Yeah, I might hit Andor.
Oh well, no, it's kind of like arrows and shit. So,
Okay.
and it's not like a lightning blast. You know what I mean? Where it like hits in an actual line. You're actually just ranged attacking.
All right, then I'll go ahead and shoot the
Otherwise, it'd be a lightning.
other two.
Well, that one hits. That was disadvantage. Yeah, it hits. 21 to be consumed in the darkness. This was a good ally to maybe have had, but maybe not. Ah! Ah! Eli is like physically groaning, trying to keep control of the sword that's getting frustrated.
All right, and then I step back down off of the barrel.
It's too bad disarming is a combat superiority maneuver.
Yeah.
That's so silly.
Yeah, it used to be something everybody could try, you know,
Hmm.
dramatically.
I'm gonna have Revy run over and cast this spell. I think I have it written on her sheet. I don't know about in the game. Let me see real fast. If it's on here. Big ass wall of text, but anyway.
Oh God, Soul Cage. I remember you've been wanting that. Yeah.
Oh, it was reaction. So as soon as he
Huh.
he finally dies, she'll cast this.
You're all right. Berdar, is your turn. The only thing in front of you is Eli and this wall of darkness. The Ionis is frustrated. I was like, I've got no targets.
Yeah. Dang, I don't know if that will actually work or not. Curious question, and you don't have to answer this because I might not should know until I actually try to do it. But is Eli cursed, or is
Oh, well, you're not sure because actually, go ahead and give me. This will just be like a freebie. Give me a insight check
okay?
as you're looking at Eli.
Oh, why is it so bad?
Well, it's still so. This is what you get.
okay.
Eli seems to be somewhat in control of it, despite this thing like thirsting and wanting blood. Like he's able to speak in his own voice. He was able to stay disguised even with something like this, like in this den here, without it like completely possessing him. So whatever he's doing for it is satisfying him. He's satisfying that the sword.
Mhm.
But right now you just hear it being frustrated, and he's like trying to get a grip on it because he's trying to destroy the servants of Vecna,
Mhm.
especially those that have like blood, because that's his favorite.
Right.
So he looks like he's in control of it, but it's pretty tenuous right now.
I guess I'm just kind of surprised, like he doesn't just let go of it. I guess I don't know. I'm going to step up. I'm going to have the Earnies step
Ah,
over here, and I'm not gonna touch him or anything. I'm just gonna ready my action for either Sentinel if I need to, or protection.
funny you mentioned that. He's just like it. You being so close to him, a breathing, living thing,
Mhm.
allied with a servant of Vecna. I don't know if I can will save, so I'm gonna.
He gets a +5 to his will save bonus.
Yes. I can't. Oh, okay. So he gets an 18. You see, like the sword almost strike you. He loses like sight. Like he because of this wall of shadows. You guys are the only ones visible right now,
Yeah.
and he's trying his hardest to strike you, but because of your aura, it reinforces his will. Otherwise, he would have lost control.
Would it even try to go after him in the Ironies because they're not like faithful of Vecna?
No, but
They're
we're
not
associated
faithful.
with one.
Yeah, but you are
It does,
helping the
yeah.
faithful.
That's all
And
it needs.
He's a living, breathing, delicious thing that craves blood. It craves blood.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Cass wasn't a cultist, but he was his lieutenant. So he's still, it still kind of falls in on their servant, sorta. So he tries just to do that. But as that happens, let me check on Wall of Light is 5th. Oh, it's all +7. Do I dispel it? I do not. The wall contains there. I suggest we flee. We are not. His mentor, the mentor, it sounds like the mentor has fallen. Yeah. Old stuffy fool. He didn't give his student too much credit. No, I can't. Take hold of me. I will lead you out of this place. Where are we? Some are like disengaging.
Man,
Yeah.
now's your chance. You got to be like, this is my piece now.
City guard are just like losing it. Some are like one of them show up and like, what the hell's going on? You guys hear the sounds of prisoners like banging their bars and everything like that to try and because they see they're riled up and they're seeing things are happening.
So this is actually inside the legit city prison.
Well, this is a different part. This is a different secret prison that they had
Oh, okay.
that he was using, but this isn't the legit city prison because there would be reinforcements here a little sooner and
okay.
infinitely so. No, I'm just kidding. Not like that. They
What a
don't
lie.
arrive in. They don't arrive in 2 fucking turns. All right. So Eli tries to do that, and he's just gonna. He doesn't care. How much is the damage?
5d8. Can I ask him a question before he runs?
He's gonna leap through, but go ahead. He's starting to leap. You can tell he's about to just do it because he has to feed the sword, and it's not you all.
Eli, leave me the dragon stone. The orb of dragonkind. Wizard wants it.
I told him I'd give it back to him. He leaps through, takes 5d. Oh yeah. I'll just roll it.
It's like, now?
15. While he's trying to control an artifact in his hands.
Mhm.
Oh well, that's right. You also give him 5.
Yep.
7. Ah! Still just
Oh wow.
not enough. Just he can still see. So how much was that? That one, he serves. Screaming, just kill.
Just dead.
Just
Wow.
fucking kill. Just
Poor
city
guy.
guard with like 12 hit points. Okay.
Ooh.
Is that what I think it is? Everyone run.
So we just
yeah.
see him run through the wall of darkness, and they're like, "Oh no, no!" ah!"
Screaming murder.
Just like something from a horror movie.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to roll something in secret. Hang on. No. There we go.
Secret roll things, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a death save. So you'll see. Baylor, it is your turn. You'd have to do like a medicine check or something to notice.
I'm going to be gonna start after Eli steps through the fog through the wall. I'm gonna stare down at my mentor and just kind of inspect him.
You would have. What do you want to inspect?
I'll do the medicine check to see if he's still alive.
All right.
Because if I realize he's dead, I'm gonna immediately order Revi to cast that spell.
That would be your action while you're legit like kneeling to like look at him. Like legit like turn him over and look at his wounds. So go ahead and roll medicine. He is bleeding out. I had failed the first death save. Straight to 0.
I'm going to stick my hand into his wounds and just kind of.
Oh, you want to? I guess it would be part of the medicine check. So you want to just make it worse?
Yes.
I guess. Well, yeah. If you do that, it will be the instant critical.
Yeah, it's 2 automatics, right?
Yeah, on top of this failed one, guess what happens?
He dies.
He fucking dies. Revi, what does she do to cast it? What she takes? Was it a cage?
Yeah, you and I talked about this.
Yeah.
And I was gonna have it so that I had spent the gold for it and created a skull to use as a cage.
That's what it was. It was a skull.
it was originally a legit human skull, but we did some like rune work and gem encrusting, so AKA the gold coins. So it's basically it just looks like a metal engraved gem encrusted skull
That's cool.
to trap his soul in. And it doesn't consume it, so once we remove his soul from the cage from use or whatever, I can use it again.
Yep.
So she'll reach into her bag, pull this out, and incant the spell as he's dying.
This is Serenity. This is really disturbing because like you've spent most of this trip being like leaning up against Revy, and like her letting you do her like what was it, braid and all that. But now you see like before you came on the scene what her dark purpose was, and it was to serve Baylor. And she literally dug into a bag with a like gemmed like crystal skull as Baylor shoves his hand in to kill his former master, and you can see this energy leaving the master and entering the soul, the spell, the soul cage spell, uh, skull, and she actually looks like she's in her element. She is completely scary to you because she is right now. Revy went from like your smiling big sis to uncaring, unfeeling, like co-conspirator murderer. Just a thought.
If anyone is curious, imagine this skull with just some random expensive gems encrusted into it, and the ink is actually like metal engraved.
Oh,
Cool.
it's not the blood of your enemies.
Let's say it's blood forged.
All right.
Well,
What do you do for Andor before I go to Serenity?
He'll just come to the wall and stand at attention and wait.
He's got some good material for like writing with this shit.
he is excited.
Serenity is your go. You also hear a sickening, like stabbing noise, accompanied by screaming.
All right, the screaming I'm kind of used to. It's the whole sticking your hand in someone to help them die that is
Rather fucking unsettling.
yeah.
Yeah, I used my bare hand. I was just like, yes.
He likes the feel of blood on his bone fingers. Um, so Serenity being really unnerved by this, uh, first she starts to like she she turns her head away and like puts her hands over her eyes, and then she just she just not that way. She just runs out of the room and
Into like
yeah, and just into there, and she just like hides behind these crates, and that she's just staying there.
Yeah, Baylor took a like terrible, evil, sick pleasure out of this.
Also, this little torch or whatever, all the torches in the room, I just snuffed them out. There's no light in this room anymore.
You
Alright.
can't find me. You're not gonna find me. Leave me alone.
And that's all I do. I'm just in the corner with my hands over my eyes, and I'm just like shivering and crying. And I'm like muttering stuff to myself.
hold on, let's see. New Wait. I'm typing him something. Let's see.
No.
Where's-
Browse. There we go.
Oh, I need to put a space. There we go. Bam! Alright. There you go. Verdar, it is your turn. It is still dark. You hear, I'll try and hold him off. You all get away.
Hmm.
And, like, still, like, the stabbing noises.
Well,
Leap through. You know you want to.
yeah, I know. I'm gonna do it.
You can ask Serenity to stop concentrating and remove it.
Wait,
I would,
on
but I
what?
don't know where she is.
Wait, that wall isn't for me though.
Did I say
No.
Serenity? I meant Revy.
Oh. Yeah, Revy will get rid of it. Wham!
She's kind of worried about other things right now, anyway.
Yeah, I take the damage. She does it right after you're like, I need the wall down, and you just rush through, and then it comes down.
Okay.
So-
Well, what do I need to take from that? What do I need
Roll roll a con save, I want to say it is. You
Yeah,
have to beat
it's con.
20,
Ugh, okay.
DC 20, and if you or either way, it's a 5d8.
You
if
make it.
pass.
I make it 20.
Alright. So take half of 5d8.
5d8. Okay.
Yeah. Let me roll 5d8.
This is
Ah!
what kind of damage is this?
Necrotic.
Necrotic.
Oh, okay. I have nothing to protect against that.
Finally, a target! She sees
yeah, I
one.
know, right? Okay, so how much movement was that? That was right here. How much damage was that? Sorry, that's the 19. Is that 9 or 10?
9 when round down.
Yeah.
So 85. Okay. All right. Check distance real quick. So it's right here. Okay, so I got 10 more movement. So I'll go ahead and oops. Go ahead and I'll move just to here. I'm gonna have. How much space is there between the floor and the ceiling? Is it like 6 feet or is it like 10 feet?
I would say it's like 12 feet.
12 feet. Okay, so she could fly over like Revy.
Yeah.
Okay. And she is gonna go here. And she's gonna put some arrows into this guy.
I'll hold him off best I can. He's gonna eat it. Oh, ow. So that's how you find how
no.
do you do.
Okay, yeah, that's
20.
it. Okay, so more damage.
All right, he's still up.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and fuck, still up, but he's mostly
Gosh
down.
Oops, clicked the wrong button.
80.
Oh, okay.
He's saying his 3 arrows like stick into his side. No, looks like that's it for me. Yes, your end.
Freaking
no.
pass.
All right, what do you, Verdar? What else do you do?
Oh, you know what? Hold on, I might have a
You move.
kind of a neat, funny thing here. Hold on, let me check that.
I like funny ways to murder people.
I do too. Yes. Okay. Cool. Crown of Madness on that guard captain.
Nice. What? Are you sure? Are you sure you'll hold them off? Yeah, I'm sure. Oh shit.
So he just needs to make a wisdom save.
It's +1. Oh, nope. Probably not.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Oh my god. So he's gotta attack him. Or wait, a target of your choosing. Okay, so who do you want him to attack?
I do know there is some people that were running off. Can I say that?
Yeah, you actually see the tail end of like a noble's cloak.
Mhm.
And you can see this, and he's being led away by what looks like to be the wizard that dispelled stuff.
Freaking attack that wizard.
All right.
I hate mages. They
And
hurt a lot.
and you're surrounded by them.
I like on my
Yeah.
side it's great. On their side, it's really more problems for me. So I just want to get rid of that.
Okay. My turn. I am going to run up and try and hit him twice. It's laughing. He's laughing as he strikes this caster twice.
Yes.
So only one of them hit.
At least the second one got his attention. That's enough.
Ah! What the? Ah! Oh, but he's gotta move away of his own volition, dragging this guy with him. God damn it! Run! The other two run away because they're nobody. So he gets an attack of opportunity that hits. Doesn't do much though. So on each attack. Let's see. But he rather took it because I'm gonna, as a bonus action, cast this. He's gonna leave. He takes the dash action to get the fuck out of there,
GTFO.
leaving this guy behind. Some.
Rip. Is that like a little kid?
That guy, no, he's like 17,
Okay.
so he's not that little.
That guy's dead.
He's trying to be noble last minute. He dead. He had 20 hit points left. He dead.
Does he get to make another save?
Well, that guy makes us. Well, he's at 0 with that.
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna. Well, he's at 0 with that. Probably that first attack. Let me double check. Okay, no, the second one probably takes him down. 16. Yep. Actually, no. He's actually not dead. He's got 4 hit points left.
Ah, this guy.
Oh wait, I didn't add the magic shit. That's a +3 weapon and also does that extra damage. No, he's at 0. But the sword wants to stay impaled in him and drink him dry. Because now, Verdar, you definitely hear a slurping sound
Well, that's not unnerving at all.
through the fucking stab wounds. I have to get the keys. He points to the guard captain. Baylord, is your turn.
All right. So yeah, after all of that, after I'll have scooped up my mentor into my
Into
bag
your
of
bag.
holding, and then when I stand up, I shake the hand that I used to dig around in his gut with. Shake it off like I'm flicking off blood, kind of like how you do after you wash your hands to flick off water.
Yeah, like it's nothing.
And then I'll look this way, and let's see.
You hear Eli shout, "I need those keys from the guard captain."
I'll come over here. And he needs keys from the guard captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably the guards might have them too, but he's focused on the captain. He sees the captain.
All right. Then I'm going to cast. I should have it here. Should be prepared. Where is it? Oh, it's a second level spell. There, I was looking down way too low.
Ah, not so damn close, Baylor. Hold person on who?
The guard captain.
Okay. +1. I make it, I guess, because the other spell to attack for whoever Verdar's choosing is too strong.
Okay. All right. So then that doesn't work, and I'll just be here for now.
But the guard captain is cackling, yelling, "Rodolfo Zella, you're next."
Beautiful. Andor will run down here and make sure no more guards come this way. And if any do, he's gonna take him. He's gonna go kill him.
What in the hell is going on? This guy was like further to the east, like down the hallway of cells. So he just got there.
Okay,
Turns the
Revy.
corner and sees a skeleton raising a sword.
Yes.
What?
Let's see. I'm gonna roll. Would you say this would be a wisdom save for Revy to see if, in the heat of the moment, she'll notice if Serenity's gone at this point? Because
It'll be perception.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah.
That is Baylor, not Revy.
Big sis just helped do a dark thing. Freaked her out. With that, you probably you don't see where Serenity, or you don't even notice Serenity went everywhere. You just assume she's behind blasting shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That roll is going to be
Preoccupied.
see if she even noticed Serenity was gone. All right, then we'll go down here, peek around the corner, and she'll cast Eldritch Blast at a city guard.
Okay. Shit.
Because he's in the way, and they're not surrendering. They haven't laid down their arms.
You haven't even asked him to.
He hasn't offered.
Yep.
So real fast, Revy is going to actually do this. So she has 4 total. She's down to 3 now.
Oh, nice.
And so she basically has like blood vision on this guy now.
Oh shit. Blood vision. 27 hits. Which one? Which guard? That one?
Yeah.
He's trying to like tell his buddy what to do, and blammo!
And then
All three take him down.
She probably hears the Sword of Cast suckling blood and she's envious.
yes.
She's like, ah, lucky object.
And that's her turn. That's my turn.
Okay. Serenity, you are next. You feel, well, everybody can see it now. You feel like hands on your shoulders.
All right, I stopped crying a little bit. But other than that, I'm just still hiding in the corner. And that's all I do.
All right. For Dar, you hear this conversation in front of you between Eli and the blade. He is yelling. He's like looking at the flat of the blade and yelling at it.
He's bad dogging the sword.
Yep. Bad dog. What do, Verdar? Oh, we still got you there, Aaron. There he goes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So what do you hear? You see Eli talking to the flat of his one blade and yelling at it that he's the master, and I'll tell you when to drink.
Well, it is a sword that likes to kill things very hard.
Yep.
And you respect that.
Yeah, I respect that. As long
Nothing-
as it doesn't stab
yeah,
me.
Nothing wrong
pretty
with some
much.
hard killing. You know, live free, murder hard. You know.
Gosh. The guard captain is still under Crown of Madness, right?
Yes. Who
Okay.
do you want it to hit? He's laughing and pointing at the noble, but that's just because he's under madness.
Is there anyone else? I need to move before I can see anyone. Can I get between Baylor and Eli?
Yes.
Okay, so if I like move here, that'll get me some better vision. Is that guy actually still there?
When you move between him, the sword does not obey.
You guy. You guy. What's going on?
19 hit you?
It does not.
It does not. You raise your shield just in time as you notice Eli stumble forward and strike with precision as he would, but it looks like for a moment that the sword took over Eli's hand and struck you, but you catching that a moment, just seeing that at the corner of your vision a moment before, parry it with like the rim of your shield, knocking it away from his hand. And Eli yells at it again. I am your master. You obey me.
Just so we're clear, it is very clear he's talking to the sword and not Verdar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So Verdar, you have just moved and did that. That happened.
So I can see the teeth of Vecna, so I'm gonna have the guard captain attack him, and then I need to figure out if I actually want to do something.
Oh, he's gonna have to dash after the teeth, which is well, cause let's see, he ditched him. He went 30 and he went 60, so he just double moved towards him and not be able to attack.
Okay, so I can't. He's not actually right there then.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my bad. Me, because he
I won't
can.
have-
This guy cast Expeditious Retreat and get the fuck out of there.
So
Fair
he's
enough.
moving.
I won't have him attack them then, because he'd just be running away, and we need
Yeah.
something from him, I think. So I'll have him drop the kid, I guess.
No, he has to attack somebody or something.
Yeah, the Duke or son,
Yeah, and
son of the
must
Duke.
use its action to make a melee attack against your target. Okay, so you want him to attack him?
Yeah, why not?
Yes. That hits. And that hits. And he is hurt. And you hear a very effeminate, just like, ah! Just like as he struck on the back. I told you I was coming for you, Duke. And he's just cackling, and the Duke like is like terrified.
Why is this happening?
The Erinys is gonna fly over this way.
She could totally see the teeth. They're trying to round the corner.
Well, let's hit him then, because she's got a range of 150 feet. So
Yep, totally can hit him.
let's just double check this.
Legolas and that shit.
Yeah. Okay. He's alive.
Fuck. All right. 18 plus 4 plus 15 already on me. Go ahead. 38. Still up.
Ah.
That misses. Hits right on the nose.
Cool.
66. He's staggering because he is very, very weakened. 14 hit points left.
Neat.
It would have been better to engage you all at a distance instead of this hallway with magics, but that's what happened. Alright. I'm going to attempt a will save to break out of this shit. And fail before I attempt to hit the Duke again. Twice. Or the son of the Duke. Who is now down. And he's... Oh wait, no, he does... Well, yeah, he doesn't attack yet. He already attacked on your turn. But,
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was
yeah,
like,
my bad.
Attacks?
No, but he failed his will save, so he's standing over the Duke. But let's see. Do I know how to disengage? I do on a 1. I do. I use my full action to disengage and run away 30 feet. And the Duke is and the guard captain's cackling. Come here. I'm not finished with you yet. I'm loyal to you no longer. But was I really always loyal?
with a smile on his face too. He's just like, I'm so happy. I get to murder you.
This guy drops his uh takes a short sword and drops it, and he takes an action to sling the bow off of him and drops it as well, surrendering.
So he,
I dash, and I'm 120 feet on top of this. And the other spawn, are further down the two little cultists, and have turned the corner in these tunnels. And that is my turn. Baylor, it is your turn.
okay. Revi's gonna stand here, see that he said he's surrendering, and she'll be holding cackling energy in her hand. She won't quite cast it though, and let's see. She was gonna kill him, so now I have to figure out what I was gonna do instead.
The sword is starting to chant while staring at you, and Eli's almost losing control of it. From the legends that you know of the sword, you know that this is its mantra, and the fact that you're one also standing before it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving. So
Kill
I,
the lich. Kill
like-
the lich.
I'm doing a this motion.
Yeah.
Let's not be near that.
And then, so Baylor, I'm going to cast Hold Person on Rudolfo.
Okay. Shit. Wisdom save.
Yeah, Wisdom save. Let me go ahead and pull that up so we have it in here.
Don't worry about it. The whole person should work.
Okay.
In fact, the momentum of him disengaging and trying to run away paralyzes him, and he's prone.
Okay. So yeah. So now he's prone and just chilling there. I'll come back to him later. I'll have him come over here, and he's gonna grab the dude's bow since he dropped it, and then grab a hold of him and start dragging him towards the rest of us.
So I'll just have him move 5 feet with him because I don't contest it.
Okay. And then, so yeah, Revi won't actually cast anything there. She'll just
Pop the guy running away.
from here, 25. What's my range on Eldritch Blast?
I think it's 120 feet.
Yeah,
It is.
you might be out of range unless you have Eldritch Spear, which makes it 300 or something nonsense.
I do
which was
not.
always fun. Nobody takes that because nobody takes into account that far away.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
120 feet's usually good.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I have anything further? I do not. 120 feet. 120 feet. 120 feet. 120 feet. There is nothing she can do for now. Just best friends, mage hand, mending, message, prestidigitation, thaumaturgy. Alright, she'll just double move, going down, chasing the teeth. So, 10, 25, 40,
One wheel.
60. So she'll be up here running after the teeth, and now she's at 60.
Alright, so she's 120 at that point.
Yeah, I use double move though, so she can't.
Oh, okay,
do anything
yeah,
just
she
yet.
can't.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Serenity is your go. That is what you hear.
Oh gosh.
Does that look familiar? But
Yeah,
you all
it
don't know.
does.
Yeah, y'all don't know it's
Yeah.
there though.
What is it?
Just
Look
look at the
at-
map. Look at Serena.
Oh, Serenity. Yeah, no, I saw that.
Okay.
My character. I haven't reacted though because my character hasn't seen it.
Right. We haven't seen it, but like I don't care. It's just like
Fuck.
Yes.
So, basically, I'm talking, and I'm like the sword.
It knows you now, and it knows you serve its enemy.
She's just like, what should I do?
I will protect you. They are almost done. Should the little one lose control, I will protect you and only you.
She just nods silently and sits there in the darkness, and she has an action prepared to hide if she sees anyone come in the room.
Okay. For Dar, it is your turn.
okay.
This thing is chanting, "Kill the Lich, kill the Lich, kill the Lich," and it looks like Eli is like having trouble like holding on to it, especially since it sees a Lich right near it. Not the Lich, but a Lich nonetheless.
So basically, the sword is having a grand old time. It's in a room full of cultists and a lich. It's like it hasn't been this excited in generations.
Got a sword boner.
Well, first, I'm gonna have the ear knees. The dude's still 120 feet away from up there, right?
Yeah.
Let's see how far that is. Okay, so she needs to move up to here
To get to 150.
to get to 150, and then she can hit him with no disadvantage. Let's see.
Two things I guess to note real fast. Ravenbro, she'll send Ravenbro off chasing after the teeth.
Oh, okay. Ravenbro, that's right. We never named it. Fully leveled Ravenbro.
If Serenity saw the raven, she'd be like, "Why is there a raven everywhere we go? I don't. What's
And
going on?"
it's just gonna follow him. It double moves, so it has 100 feet per movement.
Caw, bitch. Caw. Alright, you wanna make the shots?
Well,
Well, he is staggering, so he's actually, maybe one might actually do it.
yeah, we'll fire an arrow because if we put him down, if we wanted to question him, we can just pick him back up. Yeah.
Alright, roll again to see if you, like, fuck something up worse. Okay, you just
okay.
shoot way off for the first one.
Let's try another arrow.
Misses.
Last arrow.
Last arrow. Hits him right on the spot.
Okay.
Yep. Thunk. Actually, yeah, that's at 0. Exactly. And so you see, Baylor, you see just like one arrow like way the hell off and like strikes the wall at like 90 feet away.
Mhm.
Another one like miss him, and it looks like right as he's about to turn a corner, one hits him and he slumps up against the wall.
Awesome. I'm gonna have Revy go fetch him and bring him back. On her turn.
Ironies was like, it's been a while since I've shot something that was getting away. So at this point, we can go out of turns. The other two little ones have gotten away. Kill the lich. Kill the lich. Hold on, let me try something because I have an idea for Eli. And he is still in your... You want to feed on blood of a servant? I'll give you blood of a servant. And he just goes back to the finger. Since he crit that, that's even better. And he's able to... let me see if I can change his tint. Something dark. Well, that's close enough. He shoves the sword into this thing's body and lets go of it. No, kill the lich. It looks like it wants to try and crawl, but it can't.
That's a sword.
He embedded it deep into like this thing's body. I've already drank the servant's blood. Excuse me, Toots, he says to the Iranese, who just grabs the keys off of the guard captain. Serenity, you hear they are done with whatever that dark task they came here to do.
Serenity just nods and she says, she just whimpers, I'm gonna sit here for a minute.
Alright, then he stays for a moment. Alright.
And she also says, she looks up and she says, it's okay, I'm better now, I think.
You also feel like your hair being slowly tousled, but as that happens, there's like a dead locust that's thrown on the ground. It's going through your hair.
I'm gonna walk out of the room and my hair is gonna be braided and everyone's gonna be like, what?
Revi's gonna drag the teeth of Vecna over here and just try to medicine check him to stop him from bleeding out or dying or anything, but not wake him up. We don't want him to die. Just
1, 2, 3. He survived.
Okay.
Like he didn't bleed out by the time like she got to him.
Okay.
What about that Duke?
The
Kid.
Duke.
Was he ever knocked down? Wasn't
Yeah,
he
he was
being held by a
prone.
held person?
Yeah, he got held person by freaking Baylor.
Yeah, so he's still alive, so I guess we technically shouldn't have dropped the turn order.
Oh, yeah, he's down.
He can't move.
He can't
we
move.
can just grab him and bring him with the others. So now we'll have 3 prisoners that will line up against the wall. I guess right here. Yeah, just against this wall, but yeah, in here.
Guard captain. By the
4
time,
prisoners.
like, yeah,
I'm gonna remove the Crown of Madness from the guard captain now.
yeah. Well, the Iranese looked at you, and like grabbed like a poison bow tip and put it up to the guy's neck, and she's like, "You want to get rid of this spell now?" And so you do.
After they start lining people up and everything is quieted down, Serenity just kind of walks out of the room.
And
With using the Mask of Many Faces to definitely not make it look like she wasn't crying.
Just
So-
hiding like the tear tracks and red
Yeah,
face and
the
puffy
tear
eyes.
yeah, basically exactly that.
Serenity, or you notice that Revi is all business and hasn't even noticed you departed for a moment. Also, you see a sword sticking out of a man, and it's slowly like shaking back and forth, like you're not sure if it's trying to saw its way out, but it's stuck. And
She's just like standing like way back here, just like staring at the sword, just not saying anything, just like standing there and staring.
It's mouthing. It's not mouthing. You can't. It has no mouth. You can slowly hear it whisper, just in frustration, "Kill the lich," over and over.
So Serenity really is uncomfortable around the sword, so in her hand she's just gonna be like forming a ball of fire, but like holding it behind her back, like she's hiding it, like like I don't have anything in my hands, but it's like it's in her palm, and she's just like holding it there, and just to make herself feel comfortable.
Is it over? Eli tells them, "Yeah, I was too late for Jeffries. I'm sorry."
One of his toms.
It's one of the little ones, yeah.
Damn.
But he saved the rest of them. It's over. And so these guys that are like malnourished come out. Serenity, you see the man that had the whispering and then angry sword like lead out some people. Okay. Go ahead, he's still in chat. Okay.
All right. Well, she kind of looks back at him and looks back at the sword and looks back at him, and then she just stares at the sword. She's just staring at the sword, way out of the way, like somewhat, hidden by the darkness. You'd have to like actually try to notice her to notice she's there, right?
Yeah. But it's Serenity, do you want to touch the sword? Or do you know better? If you get too close to the sword, you feel that same pressure on your shoulder again, like clutching you.
Uh, hold on a sec.
Because Eli is going to be too busy speaking to Baylor and wants an introduction to your new friends, and especially the horned one over there. The low good or low bad? Don't know.
Oh, yeah, low's bad. She's going over to touch the sword.
Hey, you get a +5 to your saving throws.
Yeah.
I'm just like right there.
Uh,
And I just like slowly like try to touch it with my fingertip.
well, that's
Like a morbid fascination, right? Like
Yeah.
she knows she probably shouldn't, but it's so interesting. It's like poking a dead dog with a stick, right?
oh my gosh.
Does anything happen when I poke it with my fingertip?
Even-
Go ahead and give me a will save.
Will save. Okay.
Even with your vestige clutching your shoulder.
Yep. But at the same time,
Will. Oh.
Oh my
for
gosh.
5, you wield the sword.
God damn it.
The first thing you hear is "kill the lich" in your mind,
Did
but you
Dude.
also hear. Hold on, let me type this. You still can read what I put in the chat,
yeah,
right?
I came back for this.
Oh, okay.
So it's cost versus whatever the other thing is.
Oh yeah, the sword of Kos versus the
Mhm.
vestige for control of her mind, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Little girl, big sword, much debate.
I mean, it's just a long sword. It's
Oh,
not that big, really.
it's still probably about as tall as she is.
How tall are you?
She's like 5, or not 5, like 4'8". Wait, no, not even 4'8", like 3'5". Wait,
I mean, she's like 10 years old or something.
I have this written down. She's 4 feet tall.
Okay, because the sword's like 3 feet long, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first thing everybody notices the moment you touch the sword, like with your finger, that it like you immediately like clutch it and pull it out of the what was the viscera, but it's completely clean as you pull it out.
I'm just like holding it. I bring it up like to eye level, like the hilt to eye level, and I'm holding it with both my hands, and I'm just like staring at it, like in curiosity. I'm just like staring at it.
Girl, no, what are you? And then Eli just stops as he sees that. What? I can't. So the first thing you get is that message I sent you, and everybody notices like a fiery golden glow like wrap around her fist where she clutches the blade. That wisdom save is a failure and you touch it, but your hand is completely engulfed in this golden glowy flame. And the first thing, your first instinct is that you have to stab somebody because it immediately, you the new wielder, it needs blood. You feel the compulsion to do that, but your hand is not being forced.
So I'm compulsed to do it, you say?
You're compulsed to try and stab somebody, but you're not at the same time. Like you feel it for a moment, but your fiery hand stops you from doing so.
All right. So what happens is Eli, who I don't know, like calls out to me like, "Don't do that," and I just stare at him, and like I point the sword at him, and then I like shake my head, and I'm like, "No, no," and I just look at it, and I just put the sword down. It's like I just drop it, and
And for a
I
moment,
take a
the
step
sword is
back.
silent. Uh, uh, How
Uh,
did?
I just say that sword is bad, and I walk over to Baylor,
That's it. Yeah, that's all you say. That sword is bad, and you just walk away. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. I'll put you.
and I stand by Baylor.
Eli stares dumbfounded at everyone, and it's silent still. Your flaming hand like stops flaming, and the flames like revert back into like the center of your palm and goes away.
I kind of point at the sword, and I kind of whisper in Baylor's ear. Well, actually, you know what? I don't go to Baylor because I'm still freaked out by him. I I go over to the Irenes, um, and I kind of like hide behind her wing, and I kind of whisper to her. I'm like, should I burn it? Like pointing
The
at the
ear,
sword.
the Irenes. So this is something you notice for Dar too. So as she picked up the blade, everybody but Serenity noticed this, and but Serenity, you see it now. Crackling energy came from Revi's hand to protect her master, and she looked like she was about to cast a spell and strike Serenity until she just dropped the blade. But dumbfounded, the energy's still crackling in her. So she walks up to the Irenes. Serenity walks up to the Irenes and says, "Should I burn it?" And you notice for Dar, you're the first one to notice, but then everyone else
Oh.
sees it. The Irenes is like in a protective stance in front of Serenity, between Serenity and Revi. For Dar, because you're in the middle of this, and Baylor, you see Revi looked like she was gonna just blow up Serenity.
Yeah,
So her loyalty is still set. That's comforting.
that is, yes.
Yeah.
Good.
However, just like Serenity, you now notice the same thing. You notice now as Revi puts her like energy away, like sucks it back into her,
It,
and then puts her hand behind her pocket.
Serenity is like legitimately surprised that she would even begin to think to want to do anything like that, and she doesn't know how to feel. And she just after she says, "Should I burn it?" She looks at Revi and she's like, "Sis," really concerned.
But you notice also with that good perception check that the Irenes now like has you like it's covering you and has her bow drawn but not pointed at Revi.
Serenity's so confused.
Verdar, you notice this like weird softness and concern in the Irenes
Mhm.
that you've never seen before. This trip has changed her, but yes,
Yeah.
but you see like she's protecting a child, and it's not her child or like her demon child or anything. It's just this little girl, and Revi looks like sort of ashamed as she meets eyes with you, Serenity.
Serenity just looks sad.
The Irenes yells out to Baylor and just trying to make sense of the situation. Just like, what do we do with these prisoners?
Hold them for now. We'll come back to them. We'll deal with them in a minute.
What the hell is going on with all of you? Says Eli as he's like starts to like take a knee tending to his wounds.
Serenity tugs on the Irenes as I guess one of her wings, like softly,
Yeah.
and she still whispers, "Should I burn it?"
I wouldn't touch it again, girl.
I don't have to touch it to burn it.
And between Revi and Irene and the Irenes, like they settle down. Because it looks like you were in the crossfire too, Verdar. You're just in between them. You're just looking back and forth. There's a bow string drawn and crackling energy.
So,
Can I
Serenity's.
roll?
What do you want to roll?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Say what you're saying.
I was gonna say Serenity goes ahead and casts bonfire right where the sword is.
It doesn't do much.
Serenity
What do you?
frowns but just maintains it.
I wanted to know if there is a way to deal with the sword, if there's a specific way to handle it.
That
Because since it's an artifact, basically.
Give me knowledge arcanum. The ones who would have advantage would be the true cultists. Okay, he's going back.
Wait, what are
you
we
want to know
rolling?
magic shit? It's magic shit. Knowledge arcanum.
Alright.
To
dang
see
it,
if fire.
okay.
Verdar, this thing must take some kind of mighty like spells or something to destroy it, because you know for sure this is an artifact. Revi.
Wait, that was actually me. Sorry, I forgot to change.
Okay. So you know, and let me see what Revi knows.
Yeah, I'll do Revi.
Serenity understands it's bad. That's about all she
Yeah.
feels she
Okay.
needs to know.
So Revi is not sure, but Revi knows that something powerful is needed. But you know, Baylor, you know what you need.
Yes.
You need, in order to destroy the sword, it needs to be in the presence. But it can't be you that does it. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me whisper it. Baylor. You can tell the others after, but just here you go.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know the meta of how to destroy the sword. It's just in
Yeah.
character. I don't really. My character had no idea.
Did it? Okay, well, it fucked up. Anyway, here you go. Goddamn copy paste.
Whoops.
Yep. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I guess everyone knows. So a mage must be attuned to both the
Discord
hand and eye.
is OP.
The mage must cast wish spell to unmake the sword, and then the spell must be cast within 30 feet. And after all that, you must succeed on a contested charisma check.
All right.
So you just need 2 other artifacts to be attuned to.
That will be a goal for later.
And wish.
Yeah, and wish.
And
Yeah.
wish.
And be a mage. So you need a mage to attune to it. That's the thing, though. They could probably get around that. It being you, like a faithful.
Can't
Mhm.
clerics cast wish? Isn't that one of their spells?
It'd be miracle,
Yeah.
which is wish. So I
But-
guess I'd require you to do miracle.
Honestly, Baylor doesn't want the artifacts anyway. He understands how corrupting they are. Like, he understands they grant power, but he also doesn't want the downside to them. He wants to make use of them, but not on his own. He wants to have powerful minions to make use of them with.
So you guys came all this way. It wasn't really to help me, huh? It was just for this stupid thing? And he pulls out a small orb. It's dark and black.
I did come for that, and I had not known how much trouble you had been in until I was searching, until I had come to this city.
I lost one of my toms. Maybe I should have reached out, but I was busy. You don't even know why they want this thing, do you?
I do not know.
You don't
Why?
do you all know the legend of the Orb of Dragonkind? He says as he's like kind of just asking around the room.
Serenity shakes her head.
I'll roll a
beneath
history
the
check.
Airnees' wing.
I'll give history or arcana, whichever one's higher for y'all.
Fucking whatever. I can't roll either.
I know Serenity does not, so she's just like
Try
shaking her
arcana
head
too, you might have known it.
vigorously.
Arcana will give you something like, if it's low, like boilerplate. Verdar, holy shit, nice. Okay. Verdar, you do know some of the properties of the sword. You know that Baylor and Revi, you know that this thing can call dragons within a certain amount of miles to its caller with this orb. However, it does not guarantee control of the dragons, according to 5e now. However, there is Verdar, you know that once in ages past that these things were used on dragons in like terrible wars, to call them as weapons of war, or to just command them to fight each other, or to submit and have their throats slit. They used to be able to do that. They can still be returned to that power once more in capable hands. Which would make sense why the wizard would want it. And the specific black one is one against black dragons.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting.
So, you really are just going to give this back? He's just holding it in his hands, he's palming it, he does little neat tricks, and he's looking at you, Serenity and Irenes. It's like, huh? You guys like it? He's doing the stupid thing where he's being nimble and he like rolls it on the back of his arm and then shoulders.
God. I don't even really blink an eye. I'm used to his theatrics.
Serenity's enthralled.
Proof success. Excellent.
But then I just say, I plan to bring this directly to the wizard.
Wait, he's a halfling, right?
Yep.
Yes.
He's itty bitty.
So he's basically my size?
Yep.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
he winks at you and the Ioannis because you just seem the more cheery of the group. You being a little girl and the Ioannis like she's just hot. You think so? Verdar, he looks at you and says, "You remind me of somebody we used to travel with early on. He was I'll put it in your hands. He just give me a give me an athletics check as he just tosses it to you.
Oh no. Athletics.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow.
Oh, nice. So he tosses it to you like deftly and in an effort to like trip you up because you look he thinks you like just like a big kind of plated guy.
Mm-hmm.
But you catch it and it almost like a bit of theatrics. Like you catch it and it slowly like spins in your hand until it slowly stops. But now you possess a legendary item or an artifact. It wants go ahead and give me a will save. It just wants to speak to you, and it's not trying to take you over, but it wants to speak to you.
Will?
Yeah,
Wisdom
just will
save?
Wisdom, sorry, wisdom save. Yeah, so used to saying will.
Oh, that's a +5.
Okay, yeah, that's +5. Okay, so you barely save it. All it does is it just tells you like how useful it is, and that you should take it to the swamps. But you don't feel compelled in any way. It just whispers you, I make use of me. It has been many, many ages since I have called forth one of my kind. And with your knowledge arcana check, you know that there's a trapped dragon soul in this thing.
That's what confused me. It's like, wait a minute. Okay, interesting.
It's a trapped dragon soul that is speaking to you, and it asked. At first, they wanted to like kind of demand it, but you barely saved it, and it became less of a demand and more of a request.
Okay.
And that's it. Well, I guess I'm gonna go collect my guys. Are we done here? Do you have any other business?
This will be all, and I will be heading out. Would you like some healing before I leave?
Like old time's sake?
Old time's sake.
Sure.
Keep a mindful eye on that blade as well. As I go, and then I'll cast.
I'll wait till you all leave, and then draw the blade. That little girl, though, she just cast it away like it was nothing. He looks back at you, Serenity. The Ioannis calms down a little now.
Serenity.
How did you do
really
that?
Understand.
How did you let go of it so easily?
I dropped it.
It's a free action now.
All he does is just put his hands on his hip and he laughs. Yeah, that's pretty much what the answer I expected. He just laughs.
It's only a free action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you understand there's free actions and there's, action, bonus actions. I took the free action.
Yeah.
Yeah, Serenity just looks at him funny. She's like, "What's wrong with this guy?"
He just laughs and he slumps his shoulders slightly. He's like, "Oh yeah, I better go take care of Jeffries." Prayer of healing on everybody.
Yep.
Oh heck yeah, I could use that. How much is that?
It's 13 total. I used a 3rd level spell slot, so I got an extra D8, and I rolled a 1.
Aww. So that's 13.
Yeah, everyone heals 13.
Okay.
So he's happy with that. He only took 27 now. Mostly he took leaping through the wall and shit. Okay. So, Eli says once again, crossing his shoulders. How did y'all get here anyway? Did y'all walk?
Rode my wagon.
Hmm.
How about you?
Well, I just happened to be in the area. But there's something of interest I figured you guys would like. How was that wagon ride, by the way, he says. He feels content just leaving the sword where it is because no one is picked it up. And or actually like shies away from it even more.
Yeah. Imagine he would have.
So minus, you might have to take care of those little 2 cultists that got away. But
I plan to see if I can track them down. And then, but first, we will be on our way to make haste and return this orb.
come take a look here real quick.
By the way, if you don't remember, that torch is out, so it's just a dark room right now.
Yeah, you got anyone got a light?
So,
He says as he's gonna, as he gets on his hands and knees.
I got a
Serenity,
tinderbox in my
Serenity,
explorer's pack, I'm pretty sure.
like
Alright.
as he goes
Can I do
to,
thaumaturgy?
Or that works. Yeah, you both just give him some light.
yeah.
Would you say, Serenity?
I was gonna say Serenity just like kind of snaps her fingers and the flame just appears back on the torch.
Alright.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Iournes and Revi, they're all gonna stay here with the prisoners.
Yeah.
They're gonna do healing kits to stabilize, but that's about it.
So
Yeah, if
Ela-
Serenity hadn't done that, I was planning to use thaumaturgy.
I couldn't hide this anywhere without putting a thing. Well, that's too big. It's supposed to just be large size. I just happen to be attuned with this. You don't happen to have somewhere else you could attune to this, do you?
And what is this? I'll inspect it.
Give me a knowledge arcanum. What'd you get?
Let me see.
Is this a portable hole?
No.
Or is okay.
There you go.
Those things are really cool though.
Sweet.
Wow.
I can make use of this.
Unless you guys like the wagon ride. Iournes you can hear the Iournes from the other side of the room. Nope! No! Revi's like, shh. It's like, okay. Because Revi needs to focus, and just all of a sudden, Iournes just heard this and yelled, no!
Is it only big enough for people?
Well, you can, yeah, it is big enough for people.
Well,
The spell is a 10-foot diameter circle on the ground.
okay, so
it's not something we could move either, is it?
You would have to get chalks and inks infused with 50 gold piece gems and copy the circle somewhere else.
Oh.
Because this is a specific sigils and shit.
Okay, so we just have to make another marking somewhere else to make use of this.
Or you can completely copy what these markings are, and of course, buy the chalks and spend the, spell energy to make it.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, if you know the sigils here, you can make one somewhere else, wherever else you are, and then pop back here where this one is drawn. Or you can copy this sigil, move it somewhere else like you want here or elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. We'll create a teleportation circle somewhere else, but we'll have to do that later, but then we can use this as a beacon.
Yeah. if you want, I can try and recover this ink here. It's a neat little trick I picked up.
Recover the ink?
Yeah. That way, I can't cast this spell. It's a little past my ability. But if you just want the ink and you can remember these sigils, who do you know that can cast this though? Otherwise, I just leave it here. If you
Probably leave it here. No one can cast a spell in our party. It's a
Nope.
wizard, sorcerer, and bard spell.
well, with the exception of the two that ran away, no one else knows this is here. Everyone else here is either dead or captured, or dead, depending on what you want. That little noble boy might be a problem, though. What are you gonna do with him?
I plan to see if I can turn him to my side. Make use of him.
Well, he was with the cultists, so good luck. He passed, and he walks over to Verdar, pats you on the shoulder, big clank noise. Know how much you fucking love that.
Uh-huh.
You get finger guns, Serenity. First time you've ever seen that.
Oh my god.
Finger guns. Does Serenity get the weird impression like she got from that little boy? Like he likes him.
No, he's just being cheery.
Oh, okay. So there's not that weird like, oh, okay.
No, he's just like, catch you later there, little girl. That's what he's doing. And he's gonna grab the body of his poor young lad. This was the only one with talent. He didn't scream much though, which was good. He was a tough one.
I could always try to bring him back for you.
How long has he been like that?
I'm implying undeath. I can't actually resurrect him at this point.
No, let's not do that, Baylor.
How long has he actually been out for?
No, I mean, it's been more than a minute.
Oh, okay. Revivify won't work.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm gonna honor him. The Toms and I, we don't, we're not into that much of that like you are.
Understood. Fare thee well, Eli.
Hey, kids, come on. Kids and one of the adults that was helping him, just grab a hold of him. And he's just gonna stay by the sword and not pick it up until you all decide to leave. Because but I mean, you still have the prisoners to deal with. So he's just gonna chill.
You don't like being controlled by the sword, but you're gonna pick it up again?
Yep, it's a useful sword. And as long as he's not trying to fight it and not slash at his teammate who happens to be with Vecna.
What he's going to do is try and figure out what the fuck Serenity did to just like completely throw off its influence. No, seriously. I have this thing, and it just keeps whispering "kill the lich" all the time. But I shit you not, this like 15, 10, I don't know how old she is, little girl just picks it up, calls it this sword is bad, and throws it on the ground. No, I'm serious. And her hand was on fire, and she just tossed it like it was nothing. An artifact. So he's going to figure out like how to control artifacts. He doesn't know the truth, but
yeah.
And Verdar, you are holding the orb.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a swirling dragon soul inside of it that spoke to you for a moment. Mission accomplished. But what do you do with these guards? Remember, the Teeth of Vecna is a skilled arcanist.
Yeah. I'm going to tell him that he works for me now. I'll wake him up, I guess. Leave him at low HP, but wake him up and speak to him.
And the arm and finger. He looks at the arm, who's a fucking consumed, necrotically consumed mess on the ground. No offense, my new lord, but we're going to need some more goons. That's what he says.
And I absolutely agree.
Yeah, the arm is the military arm that commands like the blood being like the thugs. In these these were kind of like weird ones with like curved swords and lacquered armor.
Mm-hmm.
Samurai shit. Anyway, and the finger, this one was a particularly skilled one that died an ignoble death. He sees the arrows and poison, and like the giant gaping hole in his sternum area now because of the sword. And also he looks at the dwarf. He's just like, oh, that we don't. It appears that between myself and the noble here, we're the and the couple of spawn that are still around. We are the only ones loyal. You were his protege. He has no idea like the true relationship.
Yeah. I was his favored student.
Well, then he was a terrible teacher. No insult to you.
I chuckle and I say I absolutely agree.
What is that? He looks at Verdar like holding the sword. I mean, holding the orb, and he also looks at Verdar's like sheathed blade. You have very talented friends among you.
I'm gonna put the orb in my bag.
Yeah.
For the moment.
Yoink.
It's a little obvious.
Ignore that for now.
That blade thirsts, doesn't it, there, Drow? The teeth knows exactly what it is.
Not like the one over there.
Yes. You do realize that that thing is still a problem. Baylor, as I have heard you called by your former. Where? He just sees a blood spot. He has no idea what you did with the body, but that just, is normal.
Yeah.
The city guard the city guard is kind of just looks panicky and silent, as well as the guard captain.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right, the city guard knew they were working with the cult of Vecna, right? Like this isn't just a prison and people they worked with.
A few of them. The guard, the captain of the guard, and the other guards that were here are the only ones that work according to the captain. Otherwise, he'd have to cut in more people.
Mm-hmm.
So this was totally greed driven. They agreed to work. They were approached. The captain agreed, and he brought a couple of trusted men on him because otherwise they would all, this is a St. Cuthbert town. They would all be put to the fucking axe.
Yeah.
So this was like an extra duty they had. They're still like in the guard, but this is like after hours work.
Yeah. I'll ask them what kind of work they were doing here and mention that I would actually if it's lucrative enough, ask them to continue it, but now under my influence instead of my mentors.
We were basically only recently tasked. He mentions like in the past 3 months to have a to have a secret forgotten prison. This used to be the, how do you pronounce that? Uvale. Those very dark, where people go to be forgotten.
Mm.
This one was so forgotten, but it was discovered by the dwarf finger and in the other one who's got like a hole in his chest now. And they were tasked with just maintenance of the prisoners. So this was like a lost jail that even like the Duke does not know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, his son knows now, but this is like, and the son like immediately like when he wakes up, he's like, I don't even know how to get here. I'm blindfolded every time. Like every time he's led down in here, he's blindfolded, and then they take it off. The only ones that know are these guards because they have to get here. They have to relieve each other. They were tasked with like feeding the prisoners and whatnot, and the torture room is not something they ran. They just escorted the prisoners there, and the disciples of Vecna did what they did with them. But their job was basically to just run a small jail.
Then
once this was found, the everything was put into place. They were hired. The torture tools brought down. He doesn't know anything about like a teleport circle or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
The teeth knows. But he has it as a scroll.
Okay. For now, I don't have any plans to put anyone in jail here, but we will make use of this. We can continue this relationship that you had going with my mentor.
So you're the new boss? Looks like it. The teeth set smiling. It is if you want to keep your head. The Duke's son kind of just like keeps his head lowered. He looks completely out of his element here.
We don't even know who this guy is. He's just a noble.
He's the third son of the Duke.
Yeah, yeah, you guys do now because they were talking earlier when you guys walked in.
Okay.
Being the third son, his only he doesn't inherit anything, and he was asked to go serve the church, but he didn't want to, and he fell in with a bad crowd.
To be safe, I'm going to tell the teeth to stay here and start working. Just start keeping this place going active if we need it for jail or if they need to kidnap anyone or do anything nefarious to do it here. He'll be in charge of here when we start getting it more staffed.
I'm in charge?
While I'm not.
Oh. He kind of smiles. This is one way to get a promotion. Are you telling me that I'm to lead the organ here for now, in your absence?
That is correct.
I
do not have another thought.
This is a fortuitous day indeed.
Serenity's completely creeped out by this guy. It's taking quite a bit of willpower for her to not just like start burning this guy.
He is looking at you rather creepily, but he's just creepy in general. He's very excited on this new prospect of work. Well, what's gonna happen to me? Says the noble.
Oh, I forgot you were there.
Whoops.
Oh, you.
What's gonna happen to me? Oh, do tell, Baylor. What will happen to this boy?
Who is
He's
that?
like smiling creepily.
I thought that was the Aaronese for a second.
No.
Gosh.
I plan to make use of you. You are close to you would be a good tool close to your father.
My father? Give me an insight check. Though everybody can when he mentions his father.
What am I insight checking for?
The way he feels about
Oh,
his
God.
father when the word is mentioned.
Okay.
Baylor, you don't pick it up. Verdar, you do. You've seen this kind of stuff in relationships with the Drow before.
Let me see. What was it? Insight?
Yeah. I rolled a
I
fucking 2.
I'm very bad
Ouch.
at insight. No.
You're out. You're out of it. Verdar, in the Drow society, if you are not the firstborn daughter, what are you? Nothing.
Nothing.
That is what this boy is. Nothing. And his father must have reminded him, just like your parents might have as well, that you are nothing. So when Baylor, Baylor, you just picked up that he has some animosity to his father. Verdar, you pick up that this guy wants to prove to his father that he is someone to be feared. He is someone that is worth taking note of. That's probably why he was pulled into this Vecna business,
Mhm.
because they would teach him how to blackmail his father and get what he wants and all this stuff, because they serve the Lord of Secrets.
Right.
He wants advantage. He would do anything to get advantage over his brother or even his current his father right now.
There are things we might do to eventually, shall we say, put you in control of your family.
What? That's what I heard before. What'll be different than the last time? He says meekly, but not confrontational, just in disbelief.
Because, unlike my mentor, I understand the use of people and connections and fostering them. Unlike my mentor, I make sure that everyone is happy.
You're definitely not like your mentor.
As I stroke my chin with my bloody hand.
We're going to have a beautiful relationship, you and I, Baylor. Yes, we are. He seems a little too forward with you for being defeated, but he's like eager.
Yes.
I mean, he's the only one living that had like rank.
Yep, and I am giving him power, putting him in power of this area to foster loyalty, I should say.
I am going to need 2 more men, says the guard captain. With your permission, and with the assistance of that man in the corner, he kind of nudges his head to the teeth. May we get a couple more?
Make it so.
I will give these 2 a hero's funeral and have them die at the hands of bandits.
Yes, and then I mention the bandits that I knew were in the area above. What was that one area between here and the Count area?
Okay. And yeah, Bergsdale. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I mentioned that bandit camp that I knew about that he may make.
these men died heroes. Well, I'll paint the story as such, but I do need 2 more. This place requires 4. 2 on duty, 2 to relieve. That includes me. You have my loyalty there. He says, but like he's terrified of you because you're in like lich form.
Yeah.
But you have my loyalty, and I know your friends are capable. Like he looks at the little girl who's kind of just like looking like a little bit like cross at the teeth of Vecna. But I mean, the fact that you have a little girl and there's all this shit that happened, and she's not. He didn't see you cry, but you look unfazed now.
Because of my awesome mask of many faces.
Yes, you look creepy, and also you have like a demon or sorry, a devil here, a towering man, and this drow, and this female drow with crackling energy. They are not going to double cross you from the look of it.
While
You
we're
just came in
anyway.
here and wiped the floor of the hierarchy of this cult.
Yes, it was a dirty business. I had not planned quite so soon usurp the position of my mentor.
Oh no, but I'm glad you did. I'm very glad you did. That fool. If he
Eh,
had learned to value people like you have, then maybe people would be more loyal to him. Yes,
Every time
I.
like he just quips up like out of nowhere and really loud, Serenity just kind of winces and like a little like a little ball of fire goes in her hand and then she like shakes her head and then like makes it go away and she's like ah
This
ah.
guy is like doing the Japanese bow kind of shit and just saying he is humbly at your service. Like he totally accepts you. He cannot wait to get fucking started.
Like Japanese bow, like his forehead on the floor, or
Yeah,
Japanese
forehead
bow
on the
like.
floor. Yeah,
Oh wow.
he is totally like. I mean, you killed like the freaking organ here,
Yes.
minus him.
Is
Like
he
all
is
of
he
you.
like worshiping his feet, like kissing them, and be like, my master, my master.
He
If
wants
you-
to, especially because you look like you're a fucking lich, bro.
Yes. If he gets near me, I'll just reach down my hand and like caress the side of his face with my bloody fingers, leaving a smear down the side of his face. And I'm sure your service will be a very, or I'm sure you'll be very useful to me. You seem quite capable, and I planned to make sure that you stay with me for quite a long time.
Here you go, Serenity.
Uh,
He gives you a creepy smile.
I get a weird like Cicero like from Skyrim.
Oh,
vibe
yeah.
off this guy like straight up.
He pulls out like hard candy from his pocket and offers it to you, just like at a distance.
I don't think that's gonna convince her.
Is there a way for me to like burn the candy in his hand without burning him?
Him.
Like I just want it to like burst into flames.
What's your you have what's your cantrip? Is it thaumaturgy?
Yeah, I have thaumaturgy and control flame and produce
Well, I mean,
flame.
I just both of them will totally do it. Just
All right.
ah. Okay.
Like she slinks back, looks at him like he's creepy and scary, and she's as soon as she like points at him, he's like no, and then the candy just bursts into flame. She's like no, thank you.
And it like melts in his hand and it gets a little stuck and he just tosses like the scrapes it off his hand. Ah, so skilled this one. How about you, my strong warrior? How can I humbly serve you? You would make a great arm here.
I've got other duties I need to attend to. But what was I gonna say?
No, go ahead. I was gonna type it.
Oh. But maybe
I don't like
something
him.
will happen.
I don't like him. She whispers in your ear.
Serenity goes over there and she's like, I don't either.
So right now, you and the Ioannis are locking eyes and nodding at the same exact time. Revy smiles, just at his like groveling.
Yes. All right.
There is something he can provide, if I may be so forward, Master.
Oh, are you hungry right now?
He's confused. Oh?
Oh.
You actually see some uncertainty on his face. How much HP does it take to like get a blood point off him?
Let me see.
Just
He only has like one blood point, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he has
I guess you can
like
always heal
14
him.
because of the healing prayer or whatever.
By the way, what's Eli doing? Is he just sitting there over there, just like sitting beside the sword?
Yeah, Eli just arms crossed and just watching, and he still doesn't want to pick up the sword and try and sheathe it.
Because
One
it may just.
Every now and then
1d6
Serenity
plus
just
stacks.
looks over there.
Alright. Oh, that
So
might.
1d6 plus 4.
She bares her fangs. Oh.
And he's just silent. He's like, oh.
No, not silent.
Careful, that one might be a bit gristly.
Take from me. And that is enough to like unnerve her, and she says, "Perhaps not." Oh,
Oh,
perhaps
this guy is
next
a freak.
time, my lovely. She does not. She's just like, I don't think there's gonna be a next time, my lord.
You're the one
He's
that was
always
gonna
gonna
make the
ask.
suggestion.
Yeah, he's gonna be Baylor. If you're not with Revy, he's gonna be asking about her so much.
Oh my God.
Where's your beautiful drow mistress, my lord? Is she hunger? These
Yeah,
other guys
I-
would have been picked.
strong
Well,
on
maybe
fight.
not the blood, but this guy, he just wants to study,
Mhm.
and he gets pulled into all this intrigue, and he was treated like a fucking errand boy.
All he was.
Well, he was. He still kind of is, but you talk about valuing people, and he's just like, I've never been valued in my life. This is new. So he's all chipper.
Just.
I will end up starting a library in here, I think, and giving him access to it.
Don't tell him that; he'll freaking pass out. Jubilation.
No, yeah.
This
Might do that on the sly later.
this is how a cult works. Like we will value you. You'll be someone important. Just be faithful to us. Be faithful to the undead king.
Yeah, there you go. Total cultness.
Yes.
The Irenes looks around. She's like, I just want to put an arrow in him, but I guess he has his uses. So what do we do now? We have the orb. I guess we're done, huh?
Yes, I suppose we should be on our way. I will be back. I turn to look at him, and I ask him for his name.
Yes. Hold on. I actually just called him Teeth. Let's give him random name generator.
I'm just gonna keep calling him Cicero. I don't care what you say.
You know what? I
Wait,
think
you know what?
Cicero will work.
Is,
All right.
But I'll misspell it, so that I don't get
How about Zistero?
Cicero.
Okay. I mean, it's still get about the same. I mean, that's what I'm after that little show. That's what I'm gonna know him by.
Or Listero.
Listero.
That one sounds
Gosh.
better.
Either of you know Cicero from Skyrim, right?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
I know
Best-
of him.
I also seen the Machinima remakes and talks about oils on his body and shit. It's creepy.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
really
God.
weird.
I'll have
he-
to watch some of that. No, because I know of
has-
him, but I haven't seen him.
He has the most character development in that game.
Yeah.
No, it's
I-
him and the
and
god
so-
Shalab, whatever. I forgot his name. Not Shalab. Sharagorath.
Oh
The
yeah.
one who
that's
loves
cool.
cheese. Yeah, those two have the most.
Most character.
Yeah.
Sanguine isn't bad, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
Gareth and Cicero, like the two most roleplay characters in that game, probably.
I vote.
So the guard are gonna gather their dead.
Okay.
Their dead husks of men. He is whistling as he just
I bet he enjoys handling corpses too. Because hand of Vecna.
he actually kicks the arm a little bit. It's like, hi, all that armor didn't help you out much, did it? He laughs. And you, I remember you called me a fool. Ooh, who's the fool now? He's just laughing. Eli's like, all right, this is kind of sick, but I kind of like him. He can grow on me.
Yeah, you know. All right,
Serenity's
and
opinion is completely unchanged.
Okay, so right before you guys get ready to leave Serenity, um, so Revi walks up to you, Serenity, and she wants to try and speak to you, but immediately, fucking Mama Irenes just blocks you.
Yeah, Serenity like hides behind her.
Yeah, so you hide behind like this, and then you have a wing wrapped around you right now.
Awesome.
but Sister Revi.
Yeah.
She's a little what's the word, uncomfortable around that person right now.
Yeah, that whole scene you witnessed too. She just sighs and continues to walk. The Irenes like totally keeping in between. So if she walks by the master, she's here. Sorry, Verdar, but she's taking point.
I mean, that's fine. Look, she's not like I'm not specifically telling her to do anything at the moment, so she's okay to do like what she feels like she wants to do.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
put you in. I'll put you in this one. And he's go ahead and
Is
he's
he throwing people in barrels?
Is he
Yeah.
gonna pickle them? Is he gonna pickle the barrels?
let's see. So if you guys want, there are times two. There's a couple weeb stuff.
Weeb stuff. I like weeb stuff.
Oh, okay. Well,
I go ahead and actually, unless anyone else wants it, I'll suggest we leave it here for whoever we get to replace them.
That's
Ser-
probably fair.
Serenity thinks the sword looks cool, but she also doesn't really understand swords, so she doesn't really want.
Times two.
She unless it was like to hang on a wall, she probably wouldn't take it. But she definitely thinks it's interesting and different.
Mhm. I'll suggest we just put those away in storage or some in a corner somewhere until we can get some more members of the cult here.
So
Listro laughs as he loots them and throws like small coin bags behind his shoulders. So it's about 147 gold, and calls them cheapskates. They must have their money stashed elsewhere.
I did have a thought though about the teleportation circle. If there was already one here, or they've been teleporting from somewhere else.
Wherever, yeah, they were, but you don't know those sigils.
Right.
Would
Well-
Listero know?
Did you ask him?
I'll ask him about it.
Oh.
Because yeah, that would be something if he knows where the other beacon is. Because would I know where the other beacon is if it led to the old cult that I was trained at, or would it not be there?
He does actually know where it goes.
Is he gonna start talking like Cicero now?
Listro knows where it goes.
He
I
was
guess so.
already talking.
Yeah, he
about
already
that.
was. I didn't even think about that. Listro know where it goes. You say you came from the east, or
Yes.
from further west?
Yeah, west. Sorry. Yeah.
Ah, yes. Do you know where Sinnoh is? Further to the west. There's there's a grove with the remains of a small stone circle. That's where it goes, and from there, is where he travels from the west to the east to get by quickly. As for where else it goes, I don't know. But that's where I was taken when we had business in the west. Very convenient.
Yes, I imagine so.
He
I plan to make use of this in the future.
pops a non-burnt candy in his mouth and continues to do his work. This fucking guy.
This guy.
So it's too far for us to really make use of it to get back to the lair quickly.
Well, yeah. Unless you guys make. Well, you guys know the sigil for this one.
Yeah.
But if you make a teleportation circle in the lair, you can go from here and do some sigil. Do the sigils, and then you could pop up in the lair. Or if you're in the lair and you know this one, you could pop up down here.
Yeah.
Well, if this freaking guy knows and he's been to the other one, he could give you the sigils for that one, couldn't he?
Yeah. Do you want him to do that and present that to you?
Yes.
All right. Well,
I'll probably end up having Andor ride the wagon back alone. Bring it back to the cult, and the rest of us can teleport.
All right. Fare thee well, adventurers, he says, like as a joke, Eli, just to you all. I hope if we meet again, it's under better circumstances, but I can't say I'm not thankful for the help.
Fare thee
Just
well.
remember what I said. Just don't get too close. And he nods to the sword. I might not always have control of this thing.
I understand. May we go our separate ways, but forever may the Whispered One guide your path.
Just like he guides yours. And Listero is also he knows what it is, so he's gonna like hide in its presence while you guys leave. And then Eli takes the sword and leaves as well. So orb in hand, well in pocket, and you guys ran into the Sword of Cass, and it almost lost control a couple times. And dominated you all. You have succeeded in your quest. Now just remains getting back. But you wish for Listro to do his thing. He is going to need a couple days.
Okay. I think we still have like a week that I paid for.
Yeah, you paid for a week, and you guys have gone through 3 days pretty much.
Yeah.
Did we pay for a week or 2 weeks?
I think I paid for 2 weeks, so I wasn't sure if we had about a week
Pretty
left.
sure you paid for 2 weeks.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
in that case.
Because-
Well, you can get a week back, but
Yeah, we weren't sure how long we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
turns out not that long.
What luck. Just so happened to stumble upon, exactly what we needed.
I mean, we weren't stumbling. I was following leads, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys got stuck at a prostitute's house and all this other shit.
Now that's an
Yeah.
interesting story. Not really.
And that homeless dwarf is dead. So you guys pop out from where you pop out at,
Where did we pop out at?
way to the east, about early morning. Well, by the time you guys pop out, it should be like a little sun, like an hour-ish until sunlight.
Oh god,
From
we
what
can
I
rest
remember.
the day and then come back out at night.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah.
can head back and rest and say we were out gambling all night.
Serenity is emotionally exhausted.
Ugh. I'm gonna need to heal some wounds. Actually, resting heals you completely, so I'll probably just do a long rest.
Yeah.
Well, a trance for 4 hours, because it's weird.
So before I left the cell, though, the cellar area, I actually was going to um, spend an hour down there reapplying my magic to bring me back from.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you don't just walk
Not
out into
undead.
the street
Yeah.
as a lich.
Yes, exactly.
Liching down the street.
Everyone I meet runs in fear. That's where the rhyme ends. That's kind of. It's kind of.
And
That's kind of it.
thematically, I'm saying that my character needs to absorb some blood to kickstart the life.
So do
So
you
even
just
if
like
they're
wallow in the dead bodies, like you just lay on top of it?
not lay on top, but I'll say like I go over to where the corpses are and just shove my hands like one into each different corpse. And even though the blood is starting to coagulate, they're still pretty fresh, so that they're good enough
Yeah.
for my purposes. And I'll like over an hour absorb all the blood into my undead body and kickstart my life.
Gross. Fucking gross. But
Very.
necessary. The irony just like goes and distracts you, Serenity, while this is happening. Verdar, you're welcome to watch because it's gross and awesome. It's like growing muscles and shit and then skin over it. Like once like a circulatory system somehow like latches onto the bones, then
So-
like muscle grows in, fat
So
under it.
it looks like someone turning into a titan from
Yeah,
From
Attack
Attack
on
on
Titan.
Titan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Less steamy though. Not as
Yeah.
steamy.
The better to learn enemies' vital points, weaknesses with.
Yeah.
Right.
At least the humans.
The Erinese explains the plot of that one book she took. Oh yeah, he fell in love with this guy, and then like, oh okay.
So you guys are back in the inn. You're Serenity. You're probably knocked the fuck out. You're like tired as shit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna sleep? Do you remember?
I sleep in the room where Revi is, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's going on with that?
I just kind of slink in the room and try to fall asleep before she gets there.
Okay, that's good because Revi is gonna stay downstairs. So the moment you get to the hotel, like you're greeted, like all of you are greeted, but you like immediately probably just make a beeline for your room.
Right.
For Dar, you walk in, and so the
A-
Erinese and you all.
And I haven't said a word on the way here. I've just been completely quiet.
Yeah. After spending a little bit of time down here, I'll Revi and Baylor will go up to the room.
The Erinese just has something to say to Revi just as she goes up. You know she's still just a little girl. And Revi just like turns her head and says, "I was once too, and and I was dangerous." And then she continues to go up in the room with Baylor. Revi goes up with Baylor.
Mhm.
So you two are like upstairs, and Irony's just gonna tell you, Verdar. You really think she was gonna kill her?
If she thought that she could have been a threat to Baylor, it's quite possible.
I was
I
really
don't-
hoping you were
Or
gonna
us-
say she would try. I don't think she'd
Us-
succeed.
Us, us Drow aren't particularly, well, acceptable of new things, let's just say. And once we do find something that we are, I guess, loyal to, it's hard to break that.
I see. I know I've been acting strange while we were in the city, but I don't know. She's kind of grown on me. and it's better to stay on her good side. She's talking about Serenity, and I think she's more powerful than she lets on about. Honestly, so it's best we remain her friend. I don't think she'll ever hurt you, though, Verdar. You've done nothing but protect her, and you're not the one putting her in harm's way. Baylor is.
This is true.
It's very
mean,
true.
I particularly haven't done really much one way or the other.
But if it was between you and Baylor,
He actually hasn't even talked to me.
Yeah.
I've talked to you a little, but like
Yeah.
when we first met, that was about it. We haven't had a real discussion about like Annie.
It's like, what does he have to talk to a little girl about?
No, exactly.
Like we
You any good with a sword, there, little girl?
yeah, it's just like well, we don't really have any real like similarities or anything to go off of, but we don't like hate each other or dislike each other.
I've got a line. I got a line.
You're just Irenese's friend. That's all.
Yeah. I've got a line here in the Hotel of Feels. I think I had to pick this green for it to be seen. No.
Hotel
Well, I'll
Feels.
just put it. Now I'll just put it back in the Hotel of Feels again on this text chat. There, it's like, you know, she's not so bad. She's just a little girl. You were a little too once, right? You can see you're learning something about your Irenes. She's probably like kicked around and everything.
Is she asking me this?
Is there?
Yeah, she's asking you if you were.
Was a little girl once.
No, you were little too once, right? No, not a little girl.
You were a
He's
little
just
girl
asking
too
when.
once.
No, you remember when you were a child?
Oh, a male drow in a drow society. Yeah, I be.
Do you remember how scared you were?
I didn't really get a choice.
Neither did she. Deep moment.
I kind of feel like I don't think we grew up the same way.
Does he know how I even got to be here?
Nope.
No.
Have no idea.
He's just trying to get you to relate to, just being scared and a child. So she just sighs at you, kind of just like, I don't think we had the same upbringing. And you say that, she just like sighs loudly as you just don't get her point. But she smiles at you and she says, "You'll get it, maybe." I have faith in you.
When you're as old as me, you'll start to understand.
Yeah. I have faith in you. She says that as she goes up the stairs. She puts a hand on your shoulder because she knows how much you fucking hate that. She does it on purpose.
Yeah, I know.
And she goes and she's gonna go retire to her room. And now it's just you and random like one patron that's here. And he's just like watching this whole thing, like, what the fuck drama is this?
Forget that. I've been awake all night, so I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yep.
I'm also still injured, so I'd like to relax and dress my wounds or whatever.
All right, so it should be 12:30 for you guys, and we can call it here. But what would you be doing the next couple of days? You're gonna hunt down those cultists. You kind of remember what they look like, but I mean, you can get a better description from Listerine over there.
He's been around them long enough.
Yeah.
Probably do that. Revy will attempt to scry on them. Using anything we can, and also just using general tracking methods, trying to find them.
Verdar, they're not particularly dangerous, so that's what they can do. What do you want to do for like the couple days while they're doing that?
Well,
It's a big, beautiful town. There's lots to do. There's even a new coffee shop library.
I get
You,
this.
you hated the coffee, I know.
I get this weird feeling that anywhere we go, Serenity's basically gonna be with us, since she's kind of afraid of, well,
She was
her
actually
other
yeah.
friend.
She was actually the Earnese was actually gonna see if we could take Serenity with us, if that'd be okay with Baylor.
Yeah.
Well,
Serenity, you
Serenity
have an
would.
offer to run off with Verdar and the Earnese for a bit.
What Serenity would like to do is she either stays in her book and or she stays in her room and reads that book, you know, that one,
Ah, yes.
when no one's around, uh, or she'll talk with Andor and she might hang out with the Ernese if the Ernese
So,
wants to go around.
the first day you can hang out with just Andor in the room
Yeah,
and talk about the book. Is that what you want to do?
yeah, basically. I just
Andor will help you with the big words.
alright.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Yes.
no, I don't I don't let I don't read the book while Andor's around.
Oh, okay. Baylor and Maybe we'll talk
But
to.
but
I'm just getting it written down, so.
Okay.
I'll just chill in the room with Andor and just hang out with him while I guess he like writes his book or whatever, or he tells me about the book.
One thing that Irenaeus said she's gonna do is I guess we'll just say that you tell her that he needs like something to write with, and so she's
Right.
gonna use a little bit of her gold to get him something. So he's gonna start on a couple drafts, and you see him in frustration throw some shit away, but you could tell him like it's not bad.
Yeah, like I go up and I pick up the thrown away drafts. I'm like, that's not bad. Why did you throw this one away? That's actually really good.
No one's gonna believe this happened, but it's the true stuff. He just like
Yeah,
So
Serenity doesn't
he's
make the correlation between like this is what we've done. She just thinks it's a really interesting story. Like, no way, what happens next?
all right, Verdar, what do you got? Have you figured something out?
well. Were you saying like he would need stuff like ink and paper or whatever?
Ink and paper, and then Irenaeus is just like,
Okay.
I have a request to go get some. I don't
Okay.
know for what. She wants it.
Serenity will go with on the outing with the Ernese to pick up the paper.
Oh, okay.
I heard people write their like dreams or feelings and stuff in those. Is that right? On paper sometimes.
Maybe he wants to write his will. I mean, he's already dead, but you know, it's never too
Wait,
late to start.
who are we talking about? We're talking about. Are we
Andor,
talking
the
about you or
skeleton.
Andor? We're
The
talking about Andor.
skeleton. Yeah, Andor.
So this is the first you've heard of Andor wants to write something.
What's Andor wanting that for?
He wants to write.
Oh. Okay.
The Irenaeus is like what? Like
I guess we can
write
get something for that.
Like a memoir?
Big
Or write
words,
what?
big words. Serenity just looks at it.
Okay, she just like like a story about his travels, or is he writing like his clericy papers? What is he writing?
I don't
What does a
know.
skeleton have to think about?
I don't know. He's just writing a story.
Day 1, I'm a husk of bones. Day 397, still bones.
Still bones.
If I sit a certain way, the wind whistles between my ribs.
So we'll get some writing you stuff. Sure. So we're gonna get some writing utensils and maybe an actual like I don't know book.
Yeah, like a
journal.
empty book. Yeah, a journal. The best they can do.
Something he can write
It's gonna
his
be like
ideas in.
Yeah. It's going to be like a
whatever
simple
the-
like clerk's kit that costs like 8 silver.
Oh, is that in there?
No, it's something that used to be in D&D, like a artisan's tools. It was like a clerk's kit was like 8 silver or some shit like that.
Okay.
So it comes with like a box that like can hold the inkwell and all the other little shit.
Oh, that's handy. Well,
And after we get that for Andor, she just basically sits in the room and just like talks with him about the book, and she just sits around and she's moral support, like, yeah, you can do it, don't get frustrated.
Meanwhile, Baylor and Revy are following like where like in the you guys got a map and then the scrying and where that would be.
Yeah.
Like the crystal says here.
Also reading her book whenever
Whenever no one's around.
whenever no one's around.
All right.
I mean, there's artisan's tools. You might be able to buy a thing like that and call that good.
Yeah.
There's calligrapher's tools.
Is there?
Yeah, but he's not gonna calligraphy. He's just gonna write. So it's probably like a clerk's tool. The artisan's tool for Andor Serenity will read her tome by herself. Her looted tome by herself.
Looted.
You could have bought it, but you just fucking took it.
Thief.
Shh, they know nothing.
They know nothing. Nobody knows nothing. Because nobody saw it. Everybody was busy. Alright, so we'll end the session there. Hope you guys had a good time. This is what I needed. I needed this shit.
Awesome.
Well, I'm glad it helped you out.
Yeah, glad it helps.
Same.
Yeah.
Dude.
Alright, and you guys completed this quest. You just gotta get back is all.
Right.
Mhm.
So we'll be doing this next week at the same time, around 9.
Yeah. Yeah, same time around 9. 9 for y'all. 10
Okay.
for me. Sounds good. Alright, I'll see y'all later.